imagine there's probably a million different reasons why people decide to go full-time in RVs and live in vans and travel extensively in cars. I think a lot of people probably do it because they want adventure or they want to see the world. I think that there's a trend today, this is just my opinion, that people are tired of the rat race, to put it bluntly. People are tired of government interference, and they're broke. The economy is in the toilet. It's really, really hard to, buy a house, buy property, have a place to live that's secure and what the kind of house you want to live in, to have the lifestyle you want. People are tired of working 40 and not even 40, but 50 and 60 hours a week, even more, to live in a house that they're not satisfied with, to live in a lifestyle that they're not satisfied with. And for me, my reason is very similar to all of those things. I've had a very rough time for the last 20 years, 30 years, and I'm only 47, so I guess you could say I just never got the life that I wanted. And I decided that I'm going to go get a life I want. So I made the decision. I've toyed with it for a long time. I've lived in a camper before with children. And some of it was really fun, and some of it was really good. Some of it really was not good. Some of it kind of really sucked. I've been homeless. I have slept in my car. I have put my children to bed in the back seat of my little car, my little Kia Jeep. I can't remember what it was called. That wasn't fun. But I will tell you that when you have a vehicle, particularly if it's big enough for you to enjoy, you do have more of a sense of freedom than if you are poor and you don't have the ability to go and do what you want when you want. And you know what? I've never been wealthy, but I have this feeling that it's probably not that different. I think that I've heard people say that the act of having to work 50, 60 hours a week in order to have this minimal things that you want, or even if you make a lot of money and you have a big, beautiful house, how much time do you get to spend in it when you're working 50 or 60 hours a week? If you have a TV in every room, how many of them do you get to watch? Or, I'm just rambling, but I made this decision over a period of probably 20 years. It's something that I've flirted with off and on, that I wanted to travel. I've had conversations with people all throughout these 20 years where they would say to me that they were going to tie themselves down to something, and when they had just become free, and I would say, why would you do that? I don't understand that. I remember when my mother got out of the Air Force, and I was in Connecticut with 3 kids, and she got this big lump sum, $40,000, because she took that early out program back in the, early 90s. And she she didn't handle her money well, and she, who knows, I might be just as dumb, but she ended up losing the home that she had finally been able to purchase, and she ended up selling everything and coming to Connecticut to live with me. And I was just starting to raise children. And I remember saying to her one time, "What are you doing here? Why are you here? You have no reason to be here. And you wasted all that money." I mean, granted, $40,000 it's not a huge amount of money. It is to me, kind of, but I mean, she had an opportunity there and she let it go. And I said, "What are you doing here? Why are you here in Connecticut living with me, looking for a job in a factory?" We worked in this awful factory. If I were you and I didn't have kids and I didn't have, the Air Force anymore, and I was free for the first time, I told her I'd get an RV. I'd go where I wanted to go. I would take that $40,000 and buy myself a cheap RV, maybe spend $10,000 on an RV, and the rest of it I would just go. Figure it out. She thought that sounded crazy. So I guess I'm crazy. Because ever since then, that's what I've thought, is that if I ever get the chance where I'm free, that's what I'm going to do. And I made a false start twice. And like I said, I have lived in a camper before with children. Went to Wisconsin 2 whole weeks. Went during the wrong time of the year. I should have gone south. It was, fall, and it was getting cold, and before you knew it, I was running out of money. And you don't want to be homeless in a camper in Wisconsin in December. That's not a good idea. But I had listened to the wrong people. I had wanted to go south, but some people told me that I needed to go to Wisconsin, and so I did, and that was a mistake. And we survived. I ended up trapped in that camper with my kids later, and here in Arkansas. And that wasn't fun. Lost my health. Spent a long time trying to get on disability. That's not fun, especially if you don't have any family to help you out. And I'm ready, to be free now. My kids have all grown up. I don't agree that they're all ready to be out on their own, but that's the decisions that they've made. And so I'm trying to come to the realization that I'm going to have to let them make those decisions, and it's time for me now, and I'm going to run out, and I'm going to start living my own life for the first time. And some people are not going to like it. That's nothing new. Some people are going to say really rotten things about me. Nothing new there. But I'm going to live my life. And I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I've been putting it together in my head. And my plan is eventually, hopefully within the next 2 years, to get into Mexico in my RV, which I don't have yet. And I want to follow the Trans-Pacific Highway and spend about 5 years in Mexico and Central America, traveling and taking pictures, volunteering, teaching English, as well as getting, like going to music festivals, because I love to photograph music festivals. I'm going to be working on blogging, vlogging, whatever kind of social media income is available. So, you know, this is all going to be part of what I do. I want to make it all the way to Panama. That's as far as you can drive. And then once I get to Panama, I'll start formulating a new plan. I've always had dreams of going to Peru. So who knows? I don't know. I might, once I get to Panama, I might sell my rig and take a ferry or a boat or whatever over to the other portion in South America of the Trans-Pacific Highway and keep on going. Or, I don't know. My doctor recently told me that the arthritis in my hip is going to get worse to the point where in 10 years I'm going to need a replacement. I had knee surgery twice on my left knee several years ago, and I was told at that time, after that second surgery, that eventually I would need a replacement. My right knee is trying to go bad right now, hurting quite a bit, and so I imagine I'm probably going to need some sort of surgery on that knee, and I'm going to try and stay healthy, keep from having that happen. So, you know, I may have a limited amount of time. I may get to Panama and have to stop and come back. I may not be able to keep going. On the other hand, if I lose, which I'm trying, if I lose 100 pounds, then my joints should improve quite a bit, and then maybe I can keep on going to Peru. Regardless, I'm only 47 years old. As bad a shape as my body is in, I'm not dead, and I have the opportunity to, you know, get healthier. And so that's what I'm intending to do. That's my plan. So I already got my website. In fact, I've had it for probably over a month now. I bought it, and it's called VictoriaOnTheRoad.com. And I'm working on my YouTube channel. I'm going to experiment and decide whether I like Facebook Live or YouTube, or am I going to use both. I'll probably have Instagram, which I haven't set it up yet, but I know how. I haven't set up my Twitter yet. I have started my Facebook page, Victoria on the Road. And so this is it. This is the beginning. I don't even know if I'm going to edit this video. So if you want to come with me, I am going to Prattsville, hopefully, in about a month, to look at an '84 Toyota Huntsman, which is why I took a picture of an old ad for a Toyota Huntsman, and I put that on my website. And hopefully that I will be picking that up in about a month. So I thought it's high time I start practicing these videos. So I don't know if I'll publish this video or not, but it's like the first one that I've made, and it's kind of funny to be making a video while you're sitting here, you're talking to yourself. I'm holding this phone in my hand, and I'm looking at my face, and I don't like what I see. I imagine I'm going to get some haters, probably. I quit wearing makeup back in May. I'm not interested in doing it anymore. I have bad teeth. But you know, it is what it is. This is what I look like. It's no secret. People see it all the time. I better get used to it. So anyway, this is the beginning. And maybe you'll come with me if you're watching this, if I publish the video. And maybe we'll learn something, and maybe we'll have an adventure. Or maybe we'll fail miserably. Wouldn't be the first time. So, peace. I'm Victoria.